Sapira, the first question. How many hours a day do you spend watching television?
I'm not sure about that, but honestly, I don't spend a lot of time to watching television in my daily basis because now I stay at my boarding house, so I don't have a television in my boarding house. But when I stayed at home, I think 1 until 2 hours I spend to watch television. Mostly in the evening after I finish my work or my studies, like that. And I prefer to watching that something interesting for me or something meaningful for me. Sometimes on the weekends I watch a bit longer, especially if there is something serial or if there is something drama I really like, just like such as FTV with my favorite actor or actress, like that. But overall, I try to balance it with other activities like reading or go out with my friends, hang out with my parents, and like that. In addition, I believe managing screen time is important so that I can stay productive and not rely too much on entertainment, even when I'm staying at home, like that.
Okay, the second question. What type of television programs do you like to watch?
Okay, it is interesting question. I really into to watching documentaries and travel programs because my hobby is traveling, so that's why I really into for that programs. And then I think the both of program is they allow me to learn about different place, different culture. Even I'm or not ready yet to over there, and it feels like I'm exploring the world without actually traveling like that. Besides that, also, I also like watching drama and comedy when I need to relax and spend my free time. But it's not, it's not too much. Occasionally, I watch the news to stay updated about my country, about the world, or even about the news about my hometown also. Yes, but I prefer programs that are both informative and engaging and entertaining. I'm sorry. And I also find that these types of programs help me to get new inspired, and sometimes even that program inspire me, like Meja Bundar with Najwa Shihab or the film about Mary Riana, Mimpi Sejuta Dolar. It's very inspiring.
Okay, and the third question. Do you think children in your country watch too much television?
Okay, from my point of view, children nowadays spend too much their time to watching television and other digital device, and because I think it's very easy for them to access the entertainment. Yes, so they can spend a lot of time in front of screens and digital device and something like that. So although some program is educational, but too much in front of the screen time can affect for their health, right? Just like reduce physical activity, and even impact for their social skills. I think it is important for all of parents out there to control their children and guide their children's screen time. They should also encourage their children to take part in outdoor activities and develop hobbies that do not invoice screen time, because yeah, as we know, the negative effect of television and digital device is very serious for them.
Okay, and the last question for you. Do you think television is useful for education in school?
Yes, of course. I think television is very important for educational actually in school. I believe television can be useful tool for educational if it is used properly. Educational programs and documentaries can help students to understand lesson more clearly and make learning engaging. Yeah, but I think it's not just for children, but yeah, for us also. If we learn use visual or television, it's can make us to easier to understand what the meaning of the topic for that, like that. Visual explanation are often easier to understand than just reading, writing, like that. However, it should be used as a super tool, and teachers still play an important role in guiding students and selecting appropriate content. If used effectively, it can make the learning process more interactive and enjoyable for students.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, this is part 2 for Miss Alpi Padilla. Okay, Miss Alpi Padilla, please describe a newspaper or magazine you enjoy reading.
And now I would like to talk about the magazine that I enjoy reading, which is about the lifestyle and educational magazine. Okay, it usually contains the article about daily life, health, education, and maybe sometimes about entertainment. Okay, and I don't buy it very often because maybe I buy once or twice a month, but I also read content online. The magazine include a variety of the article tips of the healthy living, motivational stories, and information about current trends. And I enjoy reading this magazine because it's both informative and relaxing. And the language in this magazine is so easy and make me so fast to understand. And the topic in this magazine is very relevant to our life, to my daily life, and it's also helped me to improve my reading skill and gain new knowledge at the same times.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, that's all. Okay, in the last part, the first is in what ways are newspaper better for learning about the news than listening to the radio or watching television?
Okay, from my point of view, newspapers are better because they provide more detailed and structured information. And readers can take their time and read at their own pace. Even they can reread important parts if needed. So this helps them to understand the news more deeply. In contrast, radio and television usually deliver information quickly. Yeah, so people might miss some details. And newspaper, although often include analysis and different perspectives, which help readers think more critically. As a result, readers can form their own opinions instead of just passively receiving information.
Okay, and the next, do you think newspapers should be completely free to say whatever they want?
Okay, in my opinion, a newspaper should have freedom but there must be limits, right? They should provide accurate and responsible information. Without control, there is a risk of spreading information or harmful content. So therefore, ethical rules are important to ensure that the media remains trustworthy while still having freedom of expression. So this balance is necessary to protect both the public and the credibility of the media.
Okay, and the last, what do people enjoy reading in your country?
Okay, in my country, many people enjoy reading online content such as news in the online, social media, and entertainment articles. Younger people prefer short and interesting content, while older people tend to read more serious topics like politics or economics. Overall, reading habits are become more digital and fast-paced. So this change is mainly influenced by technology and the easy access to information through smartphones. But thank you. Okay, this is the last part for Miss Alpi Padilla. Okay, the first question is, what do people enjoy reading in your country?
Okay, in my country, many people enjoy reading a variety of content, especially online. New articles, entertainment story, and social media posts are very popular. Okay, young people tend to prefer short and engaging content, while older generation may still enjoy traditional newspaper or magazine. Okay, and recently the digital reading has become much more common because it's convenient and easy to access.
Okay, the second question is, do you think it is important for people to read a lot, and why?
Yes, I strongly believe that reading is very important and it's helped us to gain knowledge, improve their vocabulary, and develop critical thinking skill. And reading also expose people to different ideas and perspective, which is essentially in today's globalized world. And without reading, it will be difficult to people to stay informed and continue learning.
Okay, the last question is, what sort of stories do newspapers and magazines publish about well-known or famous people in your country?
Okay. In my country, newspaper and magazine usually publish stories about celebrities' career, achievement, and personal lives. For example, they often cover new projects, awards, or public appearances. In addition, some media focus on their private lives, and such as relationship or daily activities. However, sometimes this can go too far and invite their privacy, which can be controversial.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, maybe that's all from us. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.